Well.
Crap.
Wow. Just got started.
Yeah.
Well, everybody, it's another episode of Boro Tailgate Talks. I'm Mike Kozminski.
I'm Alex Brown.
Got a lot of football to talk about.
We do.
Some good. Some good. A lot of bad.
Yeah.
We'll get to the Steelers a little bit later and Kenny. But first, Edinburgh.
Dub!
They won!
We won!
They won! Let's go!
Let's go.
Yeah, they won. They beat Clarion, and I believe you got some stats for that.
Yeah, I do.
So take it away, pal.
Let's go. Okay. Isaac Bernard. I applaud you, sir. Good game. 20 for 31, 231 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 1 interception. That is most definitely a good performance. Zach Benedict, the quarterback for Clarion, went a measly 12 for 29 with 104 yards and 3 interceptions. So a pretty bad game for the Clarion quarterback. He has kind of through the stats emerged as more of a rushing quarterback, and I'm sure his passing abilities will develop. Anthony Williams was the leading rusher for Edinburgh, 9 rushes for 46 yards. And Zach Benedict was also the leading rusher for Clarion with 9 attempts for 67 yards. Thaddeus Stanfield had a very big game, which most people expected with him being Bernard's number 1 target. He had 8 receptions for 138 yards and 2 touchdowns. Big game. And then Karan Alaney for Clarion had the best receiving game with 2 receptions for 84 yards. That is all but 20 of Benedict's passing yards on the game, so he was clearly the favorite target there.
Yep. Hey, a win is a
It's
win.
a win.
A win is a win.
A win is a win.
And they are 4-4?
4-4, yeah.
All right. Okay. For Edinburgh standards,
I want to say this is about as many games as they won last year.
Yeah.
I think they won 4 or 5 games last year, so.
Yeah. So for Edinburgh standards,
Yeah.
better.
Not bad.
It's better.
Not bad.
And now the next game is against Seton Hill.
Yeah, Seton Hill. I didn't write down any explicit stats, but all we really need to know for this game is Seton Hill is 0-8. They are dead last in the PSAC offensively, and they are third to last in the PSAC defensively. So.
Wow.
I believe that game's at home this week, right?
Yep, and I will not be there.
Home game against a struggling football team this week should hopefully get us above 500 for, I want to say, the first time since week 1.
Wow. Yeah,
I could be wrong on that. But
Yeah. No.
It might be the first time we're over 500 since week 1. So
Yeah, now that I think about it, I think you're right.
Big deal.
Yeah, going back to who they play week 1? I don't.
Franklin Pierce, that
Franklin
team from
Pierce.
like New Hampshire or something like that.
Yeah,
They won
yeah.
like 10-7.
Yeah, then I remember the first home game, that wild overtime. Oof. Those
Craziness.
five fumbles and so yeah, man. Hey, I'll take a win. I don't
Me
care.
too.
Don't care if the team is not very good.
Especially a big one. I think it was like 47-17. It was a big win.
Yeah, that's a lot of points. A lot of points,
Yeah.
man. A lot of points. And Isaac, definitely the turnovers. You know,
I
that's,
want to say it was the only turnover on the game. So
yeah. So the turnovers they improved, but you know, you can't just do that for one game.
nah, you got to keep it going. Right.
Got to keep it going. Got to keep it going. And yeah, so hopefully they keep it rolling against Seton Hill, and I think they can keep it going.
Yeah, me too.
0-8. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Come on.
It's 0-8 against Seton Hill. Like, they're not very good, and I can't wait for.
We shall see.
Can't wait for hopefully somebody from Seton Hill sees this, and then they just attack me.
Yeah.
On social
straight up.
media.
They start coming at Tailgate Talks the whole time.
Yeah, we're gonna get shut down because of that. We're gonna get shut down because of that. But yeah, man. But all right. Steelers and Browns. I can't defend Kenny Pickett. I can't. I'm sorry. Those last two picks were horrible. They were really bad. I love Kenny. Listen, I've seen Kenny make these mistakes before in college.
Yeah.
Bad mistakes. I am not defending Kenny. Okay, you can't. But here's the thing. He's a rookie.
He
Okay?
is.
He's a rookie, and he's going through growing pains. And what did we say last week about the Steelers in the Super Bowl? It's not the year.
No, it's not.
It's not
the year.
It's not.
It is not the year.
Now, okay, like, you want to say still needs to play better. That's fair. That is fair. But,
It is.
Which everybody needs to play better. But like, it's just so many Steelers fans just think that they're going to the Super Bowl.
I know.
And it's like Kenny Pickett, like they should move on from Kenny Pickett. And I don't get it. I don't get it. Now, this was not a good game for Kenny. Granted, he made some good plays.
He did.
And before the picks, he was fine.
He was throwing well for the most
Yep.
part.
Yeah, he moved the ball. I thought he moved the ball well.
He did.
But yeah, these mistakes cannot happen, man. They just can't.
Nope.
You're gonna lose football games if you do that, and it does not get any easier because they go into Philadelphia next week, undefeated.
Yeah, that is a gauntlet.
Philadelphia.
That's a gauntlet of a game.
But imagine if after this week Kenny just goes all out,
Crazy.
and then they're the first team to beat the Eagles this
It'd be
year.
Pandemonium.
Hey,
but I doubt it.
All I'm gonna say is Kenny has had horrible games at Pitt.
He has.
And then the next big game, he upsets a big team. In 2018, I believe, it was either 2018 or 2019, they upset UCF. And UCF was like number 15.
No, I remember that.
The Pitt Special.
Yeah,
Pitt
I remember
Special.
that. I remember that.
Yeah. So, and then of course, when he was a freshman, Miami, number 2.
Number
I was
2 Miami.
I was there. One of my favorite games I've ever been to. And
Crazy to think Miami was number 2 in the country at that point.
Yeah,
they suck.
Yeah, thinking about him now, yeah, it's crazy. And yeah, like, giving up on Kenny so quickly, it's his 3rd game. Relax, people.
Yeah, exactly.
Relax. And here's another thing. Peyton Manning, Eli Manning, John Elway, Terry Bradshaw. They all had bad rookie years. And let me ask you a question. How did all of those guys turn out?
They're all in this one place in Canton, Ohio. I believe it's called the Pro Football Hall of Fame or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if you guys have ever heard of it or anything. I'm not sure.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
They got these like jackets that are like gold, and then these like heads that are like sculptures of themselves. Like.
Yeah. I've actually been to the Pro Football Hall of Fame before.
I haven't been, but I want to go.
Oh, dude. We gotta take a trip up there.
Yeah.
Spring break. But relax on Kenny. Give him a chance. You know, I would not start worrying until next year if he starts to struggle.
Yeah.
That's
absolutely.
that is when you start to worry if he's not growing by
if he
next
makes
year.
it through like camp and everything and the off season training and OTAs and everything, and he's really just still not picking up on the offense, then you'd be worried.
But it's growing pains as a rookie.
It is.
It happens. He makes rookie mistakes. That last interception was a rookie mistake, and it was bad. It was really, really bad. All he had to do was run it forward
He had a big
and run out of bounds.
running lane.
He did, and then he thought he had Deontay Johnson in the end zone, which I don't mind taking a chance in the end zone to try to win it.
Yeah.
But in that situation, you gotta run it, and he knows it. He owned up to it, and that's what I like about him is he's owning up to his mistakes, and he cares. You saw he was. If you took a look at the press conference, he was beating himself up.
He was upset.
He was very upset, and good. That means he cares. So
exactly. Yeah.
It means he cares. But you got any stats on the Steelers?
Well, I just want to say we talked about it. Kenny Pickett is going through growing pains. That is one kind of pain on the Steelers' offense. The other kind of pain is what I like to refer to as Canada pain. The Steelers' offense, first of all, they went down at the end of the first half. George Pickens had that sweet touchdown catch.
Oh, and I like the throw, too.
Great throw. Great high point by George Pickens. He's a great jump ball receiver. He's very talented. I was confident at that point because the defense was playing well. Half 2, the Steelers did not reach midfield until there were 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter. It took them over a quarter and a half to even get to midfield. Not to mention the Steelers dropped 4 interceptions defensively. I want to say at least 1 or 2 of them would have set them up pretty much in automatic field goal range. you can't. Missed opportunities is the name of the game here. Najee Harris actually didn't have a bad game. He had 17 carries for 65 yards. It's a little short of 4 yards per carry. It's not the worst, but
Probably his best game, honestly.
this year it's probably his best game. And you average 3.8 yards per carry. You're getting a first down every set of downs if you keep running it. They are the most predictable offense in football. Run the ball, get to 3rd and 3, throw a fade.
It's just terrible, man.
Of all things you throw, you get 7 yards on the ground on 2 plays. And you're telling me you're not going to take your chances to pick up a 3rd and 2 running the ball again? Or 3rd and 1, they run weak dive. You have 2 tight ends to the right. Why are you running weak dive to the left with your left tackle who literally got bulldozed by a pass rusher at one point? Like, straight up ran through, put on his back as soon as he got into his kick steps. Like, horrible. And that's the side you're going to run the ball to without any help. Horrible play calling. Or why do you need jet motion on a QB sneak? And then you get called for an illegal shift, and it goes from 3rd and 1 to 3rd and 6, and then 3rd and 6 to 3rd and 16, because then you get called for a holding. Because again, your O-line sucks.
Yeah, man, and absolutely, positively, 100%. After this year, Matt Canada has to go. He has to go. It's not even a debate. The second the season is over, they should be telling Matt Canada he is not returning next season.
See you, man. See ya.
Out.
Gone.
Gone. He needs to be gone. This is terrible. This is terrible. And guess what? Mitch had to deal with it too. It was not good for Mitch either. So I'm not saying it's just for Kenny, but you have a rookie quarterback who I know is good, and I know can be good. And yes, he's going through growing pains right now, and that's him. That's him, okay? That is him. But you have a rookie quarterback that is dealing with this play calling. It's horrible. It's horrible every time. Like you said, 3rd down. There's a fade. Why? And okay, that first.
He was open. It wasn't a great throw. He did miss him. I'll point it out. It was a bad throw, but still, it's a bad play call.
Yep. And the team is just bad overall. They're just not good. It's not just one person. It's multiple people.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that deserve the blame here. And to me, the number one guy that deserves blame is Matt Canada.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I think it's Matt Canada.
And can I just add, Chase Claypool, you're asking for more go balls after the game. Bro, after the way you fell on that first pick, you should be hoping you can ask where you're getting traded. You're asking to go deep more? You went deep once, and you fell on your face, and it got picked off. But you want more go balls. All right, bro. All right.
All right, fam. Yeah, that was not on Kenny. It was all on Chase. I even thought the throw was good.
It wasn't a bad throw.
It wasn't a bad throw.
Safety closed on it fast. I was surprised. That safety closed on it quick. So it might have been an incompletion if Chase didn't.
Yeah, but it wouldn't
fall
have
on his face.
It wouldn't have been an interception, by the way.
No, exactly.
And by the way, the picks. Kenny throws too many picks. He does throw too many picks. Don't get me wrong.
He does.
But again, Peyton Manning. How many picks did he throw his rookie
year?
year?
He threw a lot his rookie year.
Yeah. So calm down. But yeah, man. I just don't even know what to say anymore with this team. Like I'm not giving up on him. Obviously I am not giving up on Kenny, but the play calling's got to be better.
It does.
Kenny's going through growing pains, like we said. He's going to be just fine.
Yeah.
I think he'll be just fine.
I agree.
I've seen this so many times. He's going to be just fine. I'm sure Big Ben's in his ear talking to him because he talks to Kenny all the time. So he's going to be fine. There's no worry for Kenny Pickett. Let him go through his growing pains. Leave him alone. Do not attack him. They're not going to bench him. He's the quarterback. Final. That is final.
That is it.
All right. Time for our favorite part of the week. Good old rapid fire NFL prediction. Let's go. Week 8. Man, this season's flying by, dude.
It is, man.
It is flying by. But by the way, what'd you think about the Thursday night game? But way better, obviously. Way better.
Was that Cardinals?
Yes,
Cardinals
Saints.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cardinals Saints.
Cardinals had a much needed offensive performance for sure.
Yep.
They definitely were missing D-Hop. They threw him the ball a bunch.
Yep. Way better game than the last 2 weeks.
My
I'll tell you that
fantasy
right now.
football team paid dividends.
Yeah, I won.
Having D-Hop.
Yeah, in my one league, I won in Pat Mahomes, my savior. But all right, let's get into it. Thursday night, the Ravens at the Bucks.
The two teams that are severely underperforming this season. I'm going Ravens.
Yeah,
The Bucks are terrible.
Yeah, the Bucks are just, man, that Mike Evans drop was bad. That was bad. But I'm also gonna go Ravens and Tom Brady. There's just something up with him.
Yeah.
So it just looks like he doesn't want to be there anymore. But I think he made the mistake coming back. Honestly,
Me too.
I really think. All right, I almost skipped over the London game. 9:30, London. Broncos at Jaguars. Like I said, I am never picking the Broncos ever again.
Russell Wilson can't even win in this country.
Yeah.
Jaguars.
What makes you think what makes you think he is going to live? What makes you think he's going to win in London if he can't even win in the States?
He's got every other excuse, his lat, his
Yep.
hamstring.
Yep. And yeah, wait, he didn't even play this past week, did he?
Nah.
No.
The Jets beat the Broncos led by Brett Rippon.
Yeah, but is Russell due to be back?
He's supposed to be.
Okay, he's supposed to. I'm still going Jaguars no matter what. I don't care.
Oh, me too.
I'm going Jaguars all the way. But all right, 1:00 games. Panthers at Falcons. How about them Panthers, baby?
How about them Panthers? PJ Walker.
Yeah,
No, I'm going Falcons.
Yeah, I'm going Falcons. hyping up the Panthers for no reason, man. But all right, Bears at Cowboys. Dak's back. I'm gonna go with the Cowboys.
I feel really bad for the Bears. They are playing at New England tonight, which is Monday night as we're filming this.
Mm-hmm.
And then Sunday, between now and Sunday, they have to fly to New England, play in primetime, fly home, and then fly to Dallas on a short week and play at Dallas. That's horrible. I'm going with the Cowboys.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with the Cowboys, man. With Dak being back, I mean, not a great performance this last
No.
game, but he did come off the injured list.
Yeah.
They won.
Came off a 5-week hiatus, yeah.
They won. Yes, it was against the Lions, I think.
It was
against
against the Lions, yeah.
So yeah, and speaking of the Lions, Dolphins at Lions. I'm gonna have to go with the Dolphins.
Yeah, Tua's back. I'm going with the Finns for sure.
Yeah, and by the way, with Tua's performance, if those picks were caught, I think people would talk
That would
about.
have been a horrible game if
Yeah.
those picks were caught.
So I think Tua really got lucky with those.
He did.
He
did.
really
He
did.
definitely did.
So, because that would have been 5, like we said, probably 4 or 5 picks.
Four picks, I would
So-
say. Definitely 4 picks.
Yeah, so that would not have been a good performance if those were caught. But
Yeah.
Cardinals at Vikings. Now, for the sake of
Ooh.
my Super Bowl prediction, I'm gonna go with the Vikings because they are my team for the NFC in the Super Bowl.
They're your NFC team this year.
Yeah, I said that last week.
Oh,
don't you
that's
remember?
right.
Yeah, I said the Vikings. I just don't trust a undefeated team going all the way.
Yeah.
It never works. It barely works out.
Yeah,
Rarely.
I'm gonna go with the
Rarely.
Vikings too.
Yeah. But hey, Cardinals,
Bounce back.
bounce back, baby. All right. Raiders at Saints.
Ugh.
I gotta think about this one. This isn't really rapid fire.
The Saints are bad right now. They're playing bad.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with the Raiders.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with the Raiders, man. But all right. Patriots at Jets. Jets just lost Brees Hall, man.
I'm going with the Jets. I don't care. I'm going with the Jets. I'm going gangrene all the way, baby. Michael Carter is a definite starting caliber running back, or at least I hope so for my fantasy team.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Jets because they got momentum, man.
They're hot.
Zach Wilson, our dog. Zach Wilson, man. All right. Steelers at Eagles. Woo. I mean, like I said, it would be something if Kenny would just beat the Eagles their first.
The team that Jalen Hurts is on and the team that Jalen Hurts should be on, as I said back in 2019 or whenever it was that he got drafted.
Yeah, I'm going Eagles. I'm sorry.
Me too.
Even though it would be awesome for Kenny to bounce back and they finally beat the Eagles, or I guess the Eagles finally lose.
Yeah,
it would be awesome,
exactly.
but yeah, I just don't see it. I just don't see it. With that play calling, I just don't see it. All right, 4 o'clock games, Bills at Texans. I mean, do we even have to say?
This is just going to be on whether or not it's going to be an absolute bloodbath.
Yeah.
Bills.
Obviously, Bills. Why? Of course it's gonna be the Bills. They're gonna win the Super Bowl. But Commanders at Colts. Now we got some news with this one, don't we?
Matt Ryan has been benched for the rest of the season for the Sam Ellinger.
Man, Sam Ellinger.
We're back. Let's go, baby.
Our Colts. Let's go.
Our Colts.
Our Colts.
Let's go.
Sam Ellinger versus Kenny Pickett. It's gonna be lit.
Oh, that's gonna be crazy.
It's gonna be crazy, but I'm gonna go with the Colts, man.
No, actually.
I'm gonna go with the Colts.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Colts.
I'm gonna go with the Colts, man. I mean, I do believe Ellinger's gonna lead them to a win.
Maybe.
Even though the Commanders, I would not be surprised if they won. I would not be surprised if they won.
I wouldn't be either.
But I'm gonna go with the Colts. So there's that. 49ers at Rams.
Niners.
Yeah, Niners. What's going on with the Rams, man?
Their O-line sucks. Matt Stafford's not good.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Super Bowl hangover at its finest.
Yeah, it's not good. It's not good at all. Giants at Seahawks. I'm going Giants.
The Seahawks legitimately almost just hung 50 on the Chargers. I'm going with the Seahawks, honestly.
Yeah. No. Yeah, I could see that, but I think the Giants are gonna win this one.
Yeah.
I feel
fair.
confident.
The Giants are hot. Daniel Jones played at a high level against the Jaguars.
Yep. And Saquon, he's finally finding his rhythm this season.
Yeah.
I feel like so. I'm going with Giants, man. I'm going with the Giants. All right, the Packers. Wait a minute.
Yeah, that's right.
Packers at Bills? Wait, but Bills. But it said online Bills and Texans. That's odd. But I know the Packers do play the Bills. All right, next thing we talk about, I'll look it up while you talk about Ohio State. But I do believe the Packers at Bills. So Packers at Bills.
The Packers in the last 3 weeks have lost to the Giants, the Jets, and the Commanders. It's not getting any better, Green Bay.
It's not.
I'm sorry.
Aaron Rodgers.
Sorry. It's not getting any better. I'm going Bills all the way.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Bills. The Packers, man. Aaron Rodgers just looks like a miserable guy, man. Yeah, man.
He ain't discount double checking nobody right now.
Yeah, all right. Monday night, Bengals at Browns.
Bengals are hot, just like I said they were going to get. So that's Bengals.
Yeah, I'm about to go with the Bengals. So there we go. Now, the World Series. Not the game I was hoping for. Phillies against the Astros.
What a freaking World Series this year, man.
Yeah, now, you got some words for the Astros, man, because...
I mean, what did I text you last night as soon as I saw that the Astros won?
Yeah.
I literally just texted the man and said, time for another cheating scandal.
Yeah, I can't. I just don't want Bryce Harper to have a ring. I just don't. I just do not want him to have a ring. God. Man, why? Just why? Why is this? I'm not gonna watch. And I'm looking up the schedule, by the way. So
yeah.
That's why I'm looking down on my phone. But just why, man? Just I'm not happy. And it did refresh. It did have the Bills logo for some reason.
Oh, weird.
And I didn't pay attention. Yeah, weird. It's actually the Titans at Texans, but I'm gonna go with the Titans. Go with the Titans.
Tighten up, baby.
Titans, man. Yeah, it was weird because before we do the show, I write down all the games.
Yeah.
And for some reason, it was a glitch on the website, and the Bills logo was on that, and I was like, okay, that's weird. So I guess they're playing the Texans. So
also, Ryan Tannehill may or may not play against the Texans, so Malik Willis may be starting on Sunday.
Yep.
Against Houston.
Yep. But yeah, so there's that, and yeah, man, the World Series. But I'm pulling for the Phillies because I just cannot have cheaters win the World Series. I can't. And the Phillies are hot. I will admit, the Phillies are hot. They got Rhys Hoskins, Bryce Harper, Castellanos. That's a drive to left by Castellanos, and that one's gone. JT Realmuto. They're a hot team, man. They're a hot team, and of course I'm a Pirates fan, which I can't argue because the Pirates are bad. They're a bad team. But yeah, I'm a pull for the Phillies, man.
That's fair.
I'm pulling for the Phillies. I would rather have one guy that I do not like have a ring than a whole team that I hate, if that makes sense.
There you go.
Yeah, so, yeah, I'm pulling for the Phillies, so that's that. All right. Now, at least for you this weekend, you had a good...
Dubs.
Yeah, you had a good football weekend because Ohio State.
Ohio State got to play bad Iowa this week.
And we'll get to Ohio State in a little bit.
Yeah.
Pitt. My goodness gracious. My goodness gracious. And I'm going to start it off by saying this. Pat Narduzzi is in over his head thinking Keenan Slovis is the guy. He is not the guy. He holds onto the ball way too long, and he had 2 interceptions that were horrible. Move on. This is different from Kenny Pickett. This is college. And Keenan Slovis played like that.
I think Narduzzi probably sticks with Slovis the rest of the year.
Honestly, you might as well because they're out of the ACC contention. Honestly,
yeah.
They're pretty much out of it.
Is Syracuse in the opposite division as Clemson?
No, they're in the same division as Clemson.
They're in the same division as Clemson.
Yep. But
Oh man, I was really hoping to see Syracuse in the ACC championship this year. I'm not even gonna lie.
yeah.
So it'll probably be what, Wake and Clemson?
Yeah, probably, because I can't see Georgia Tech making it at all. But
Maybe Wake will get their revenge.
but yeah, Keenan Slovis is not the guy.
No.
He's not.
God, no.
I would play. Honestly, I would see what Nate Yarnell, see what he's got.
Yeah.
Give him a chance. If he doesn't work, play Nick Patty, I guess. Keenan Slovis is just not the guy.
Caden Slovis got beat out at USC by Jackson Dart. Have you ever heard of him? I have not. Not ever.
The only time I've heard of Jackson Dart was when they brought it up on the last game's broadcast.
Yep, exactly.
And
yeah, that's where I got that
What
from.
did you know? Keenan Slovis has a bad game, and they bring up his past. Coincidence? Now,
I think not.
he thinks not. Now, let's look at these stats. 16 for 29.
About 50%.
Okay, not bad. 158 yards.
Not enough.
2 interceptions that were horrible. Bad. That was bad. It was bad. It was bad, man. It was bad, man. Now, the only guy, well, I don't want to say the only guy, but from the looks of it, the only guy that looks like who cares about winning, that I would not be surprised if he goes into the draft next year, Israel Abanikanda. 28 carries, 129 yards, 1 touchdown. Pitt's only touchdown on
It's
the
only
night.
touchdown on the night. I hope he stays healthy. He's averaging
Yep.
like 30 carries a
Yep.
game right now. Like, it's...
He is a beast. He is a beast. And like I said, I would not blame him if he leaves after this year. I would leave too. Plus, Pitt would be fine because they got Ronnie Hammond and
Yeah, who literally got his first carry against Louisville for the first time since like week 1.
Yep. I think he might have been hurt actually.
Oh,
He might have
okay.
been hurt. Yeah. He might have been hurt. But
Because they were handing him the ball a lot against WVU.
yeah. Yeah. I just would not be surprised if he walks. But Jared Wayne, I think he's not bad. He almost made an incredible catch.
Oh, yeah.
He almost
that was
made-
almost sick.
He almost made one of the best catches
The,
of
like,
all year. Yeah,
overhand, yeah.
caught it. But he only was thrown to twice. But he got 21 yards.
Yeah, Slovis does not throw him the ball a lot.
Yeah, no, Jared Wayne is not that fast either.
Yeah,
so,
that's fair.
But that's my only criticism for him.
Yeah.
But he's not bad.
No.
You give him the ball more. Give him the ball more. Give him the ball more. Gavin Bartholomew, the big tight end.
He is so big.
Oh, he's great. I like
He's
him.
so
I like him,
big.
dude. His hop over the Tennessee guy, that one the
Yeah.
Tennessee game. Yeah, man, that was cool. But he also only got the ball twice, 24 yards.
He plays with Gronk's physicality, like genuinely.
Yeah. And I think he'll be a pretty decent tight end in the NFL one day. But yeah, man, Slovis, he's not the guy, man.
Sucks.
And they're out of the ACC, but here are the remaining games. At 21, North Carolina this week.
That would be a tough one.
I'll be there next home game versus number 16 Syracuse.
Cuse is good. Shockingly good.
Yeah, that's going to be a tough one to be at. Thankfully, it's at noon, so...
Instead of like 8 o'clock like every other Pitt game has been this year.
My goodness gracious. At Virginia, that's winnable.
That's definitely winnable.
Versus Duke, I might be there too. And then finishing the year against Miami, and they always struggle against Miami, so I think that's going to be a loss. But things got to improve, man, for Pitt. They got to improve. They didn't look good. They did not look good. And quite frankly, I think they're just at the stage of trying to rebuild after the Kenny Pickett era.
They're more ready for next year than they are this year at the moment.
Yeah, they got a young freshman quarterback coming in next year. Who I wouldn't be surprised if he sat, maybe.
They might redshirt him.
Yeah, they'll redshirt him. And I think Slovis might be possibly back if he wanted to.
No, there's no way. He's been around for so long.
But here's the thing. I'm pretty sure I was told that he has another year left.
I could have sworn he's a redshirt senior.
Yeah, you might want to check on that.
Yeah.
But, well, let's get the record straight. I hope he is gone after this year.
Yeah, me
I
too.
hope he is gone after this year. I do not want him back. He's just not good. And I don't even think he's going to get drafted, honestly.
He probably won't.
At best, he'll be a 7th rounder. And I think he would be like the 4th string quarterback to get cut after the preseason, honestly.
Post-Gazette 11 hours ago. Pitt film study. Caden Slovis' one read QB play is Panthers' biggest obstacle.
Yeah, man, Slovis is just not the guy. Man. But, hopefully it improves. It's not Pitt's year. Last year was. This year it's not. It's tough after you win an ACC championship, and that's the year.
Yeah.
This is the year you produce. It sucks, man. It absolutely sucks. But
Oh yeah, I think he does have one more year of eligibility. Wow. He joined USC football in 2019, so that would give him one more year of eligibility.
Crap. And the new guy coming in next year is going to sit behind Keenan Slovis.
Good God.
It's going to be rough with Keenan Slovis in at quarterback. And honestly, you're right. Maybe you should keep him in for the rest of the year. Like if you
might as well at this point. Patty's not better.
If you can't beat North Carolina, you can't beat Syracuse. Last 3 games, you might as well just throw the guys out there, see what happens. Maybe get lucky, get a bowl game.
Yeah, I mean, they probably don't win those 2 games, to be totally honest. North Carolina and Cuse are both really good this year.
And if I'm not mistaken, they only have 4 wins, right? I believe so.
Yeah.
Something like that. And I'll correct myself next week if I'm wrong, but is it 5 wins to get a bowl game?
6.
6? Hey, they might...
6 wins, but I do believe some 6-win teams do not receive bowl bids, but Pitt's a Power 5 team, so they'll probably get a bowl bid if they win 6 games.
It's possible they may not get a bowl game.
Maybe not.
It's possible, and I would not be surprised if they don't get a bowl game, but yeah. So, not good. It needs to improve, and we'll see what happens. And I did see a quote from Narduzzi today. He thinks Keenan Slovis is the best quarterback they got without giving Nate Yarnell a chance.
Yeah, I would agree.
But like, you're not giving Yarnell a chance, though.
Yeah.
I would give him a chance before you make that observation.
That's fair.
I mean, between Slovis and Patty, I definitely take Slovis, but like...
Yeah, Patty is nowhere...
But
I wouldn't even consider Patty close to Slovis.
No, but Slovis is not good, though. He's not good, though. So, yeah, so things need to improve, so, for Pitt and the Steelers, so... Not a good football weekend for me, man. Not a good football week for me. But hey, for you though, Ohio State, man, what you got on that?
I was actually worried for a little bit about this game.
Yeah, I saw that first quarter, man.
Ohio State only went 3 for 13 on 3rd down, which is much, 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 much lower than normal. C.J. Stroud went 20 for 30 for 286 yards, 4 touchdowns, and a pick. I believe all 4 of those touchdowns actually came in the second half of the game. Travion Henderson had 11 attempts for 38 yards. He was the leading rusher on the team. They could not run the ball against Iowa. Iowa's usually known for a good defense. I mean, besides being tight end U at least, they're known for having pretty good defenses. The ball was spread around really well. Julian Fleming, 2 receptions, 105 yards and a touchdown. Emeka Ibuka, 6 receptions, 80 yards and a touchdown. And Marvin Harrison Jr., 7 receptions for 62 yards and a touchdown. Ohio State's defense continues to wreak havoc on football teams. Picked off Iowa's quarterback 3 times and recovered 3 fumbles off of Iowa's offense as well. The only problem I had in the first half was that Ohio State had 3 turnovers that automatically put them in Iowa territory, and they only came out with 3 field goals from those turnovers. So the first half was messy. It was sloppy. A lot of penalties, a lot of turnovers. Not a lot of turnovers, a lot of penalties, a lot of mistakes, failing a lot of third down conversions, which is not normal. But they were coming off a bye. You know, they have a test against Penn State. I want to say at Penn State next week.
Yeah, test.
Test. Hey, 54-10 is still 54-10, so we'll take it.
Yeah. And speaking of Ohio State and Penn State. Oh,
yeah.
Yes. My favorite game to prove what I've known all season, that Penn State is overrated. And it was already proven against Michigan. It was already proven against Michigan that they are, when they face legit teams, they are overrated and they cannot win the big ones. What have we said this whole time? Because we said this before the Michigan game too.
Oh yeah.
Happens every time.
Every time,
Yep,
man.
every time. And so I obviously think Ohio State's gonna win. Why wouldn't I? I'd be stupid to pick Penn State. Every time. Every
Buckeye
time.
Nation, baby.
Now, guess what? Upsets happen. It's possible. Anything's possible.
Yeah.
But against Ohio State though?
Maybe when they had Saquon and McSorley.
Yeah,
and
but
KJ Hamler.
They don't have them though.
And Micah Parsons on defense, but
yeah, that's the problem. They don't have them.
nope.
So yeah, you gotta. What notes you got on that game, man?
All right, so some Ohio State season stats so far. C.J. Stroud, the Heisman front runner, 133 for 190 on passing attempts. That is a 70% completion percentage, people. You don't see a quarterback very often with a season completion percentage of 70%. 2,023 yards, 28 touchdowns to 4 interceptions. Crazy good numbers for C.J. Stroud. The dual-headed monster of running backs, Travion Henderson and Mayan Williams. Henderson, 80 attempts for 474 yards and 4 touchdowns, averaging 5.9 per carry. And Mayan Williams, 74 attempts, 516 and 9 touchdowns. That's 7 yards per carry. Both Ohio State running backs are averaging over half of the yardage needed for a first down per carry right now. Top receiver, Emeka Ibuka, with 41 receptions for 735 yards and 7 touchdowns, making Ohio State coming in at the number 4 offense in the country and the number 2 defense in the country, behind the shockingly good Illinois Fighting Illini football team this year. I don't know how they're that good, but they are. And then Penn State. Sean Clifford, 115 for 187. 61.5% completion percentage, actually not bad.
Not bad.
1,400 yards, 13 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. So he doesn't turn the ball over a lot. All right, I'll give it to him. They also have a pretty decent dual-headed monster at running back. They have Nicholas Singleton, the leading rusher, 82 attempts, 561 yards, 6.8 yards per carry, and 7 touchdowns. And they have Katrin Allen, 78 attempts, 396 yards, 5.1 yards per carry, and 4 touchdowns. Parker Washington's their top receiver, just shows that they really don't throw the ball nearly as much. 30 receptions, 388 yards, and 1 touchdown. And then Mitchell Tinsley is close behind with 28 receptions, 340 yards, and 4 touchdowns. Penn State is number 11 in the nation, and they have the number 49 offense and the number 63 defense in the country.
Overrated.
I was, shocked. I saw their rankings for offense and defense. I was like, these dudes are, top 15 in the country.
Yeah, man.
In the rankings.
I don't get it.
They are
I don't get it. I don't get
49
it.
and 63 in terms of offensive and defensive rankings? What?
I don't get it. I just don't get it, man. I just don't get it. But, hey, like we said, this happens every year. They win their first 5, and then they face Michigan, Ohio State, and then a nobody.
Yeah.
And then, boom, they take the L's. be unnecessary L's.
Sometimes even worse. Sometimes they go to 6-6.
Yeah, man.
And then they drop all the way to whoever and get clapped by Arkansas in the bowl game.
Yep. And they will definitely lose to Ohio State.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say. But that is all the time we got today, and we will see you next week.